Not easy. Okay, back down to our belly in prone position, hands right next to your floating ribs. Make sure you keep the legs nice and long. Realign your pelvis. So sometimes it helps to inhale and exhale, tuck the pelvis. As you breathe in, just a little baby cobra, just floating here. Pull the elbow tips back towards your hip joints. Let your neck be long. Resist the urge to use your inhale to come higher. So see how high you can come on your next inhale, on your next exhale. And then relax. Take a couple breaths. Realign here. Make sure your neck is long. Draw the elbow tips back. Hands will float away just because you're lifting high. And then we're going to reach forward here. Squeezing back to where we started and reaching forward. The goal here is to try to not lose any height in our spine and to try to maintain that height without filling your belly up with air to stay high or to go higher. I'm going for 10 here. Thumbs face towards each other, pressing straight up overhead. Watch out for the dog. Squeezing back. You're going to start to come down towards the floor a little bit. You've been here for a while. Go for one more. And relax. Upper body is coming into play. This one's tough. So we're going to keep our forehead connected to the floor. And thumbs point up towards the ceiling, straight as you can make your elbows. Do your best to lift your arms and pulse up 10 times. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands back. Watch out for the dog. And slide forward again. So hands back where we started. Pelvis is tucked underneath. You'll start off by extending your legs straight. Start with an exhale. And then lift your feet. See how close you can bring your heels towards each other. Holding this locust pose. Hands are not pushing, they're just here. And relax. Glutes are active now. Lower back is active now. And then we're going to bring all this work together. So we've worked on the shoulder flexion. We've worked on the upper back extension, lower back extension, lifting through the feet, lifting through the upper back, extending the arms straight right into a Superman. Hold, hold, hold. Whole back is working here. Whole posterior chain is working here. And pull the arms back. Here we go. Keep the feet lifted as you push away from the floor like a cobra. It's starting to activate that middle back. That's a tough place to activate. And as your hands start to push, your feet can come down. Let your head fall back as much as you need to. Maybe look a little bit towards each side. Look back and see if you can see your right heel. And then look back and see if you can see your left heel. And now the shoulders can follow that motion that your head's doing. And let your feet kick back towards your head. And nice and easy, melt down towards the floor. You can wiggle out if you need to, or windshield wiper your legs. And when you're ready, push yourself back up to tabletop. Okay, this next one is not easy. So we're going to extend our left leg back, flex your foot, and then extend your right arm forward. So some ipsilateral movement. Bring your leg out to the side as you bring your right arm out to the side. So your arm makes a T and your leg makes T. Switching sides. You can see how this looks on the other side. So extend the right leg back and the left arm forward. Notice that we're bringing the arm right in line with the shoulder and the foot in line with the hip. So let's do this on the other side. We're going to do this 5 times. It will get exhausting. Hopefully what you'll notice is that your transverse core is going to get a nice little workout and realignment. And you'll be using your TFL muscle here in your hip to stabilize. Squeezing everything together, crossbody in the crunch. And continue to breathe or exhale as you bring your knee to your elbow. Inhale as you open forward. Exhale, arm and leg out to the side. And inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Okay, here we go. One more time on the other side. So we're gonna do this 5 times. Extend and reach through the right foot, extend and reach through the left arm. Try to keep your elbow straight and come out to a T. And right back to center. Exhale, elbow touches knee. Inhale, open up nice and long and out to the side. Try to keep your foot flexed and that'll help you activate that TFL muscle. And try to keep your fingers straight, out to the side. Inhale forward and exhale, knee and elbow touch. Extend nice and long. Keep pushing through the top of the grounded foot. Claw your other fingers into the mat and that'll make it easier. All the while, pulling everything in through the center to find balance. Open up nice and long and relax. Give yourself a pat on the back. That one's not easy. Okay, so we're going to wake up the obliques now, so that lateral side of the body in a forearm plank, forearm side plank, with an abduction of the glute med. So we're pressing through the bottom knee, going for 10 reps here, and extending, pushing the hips forward. The top leg can be bent or it can be straight if you want to make it a little bit harder. Just be mindful to keep pushing through the bottom forearm rather than collapsing into the shoulder. You'll notice if you're doing this, if you feel your shoulder shrugging up to your ear. So same thing here on the other side, 10 times, 10 and 9. Do your best to try to push your hips forward, and same thing on this side. If you straighten the leg, feel free to do that here, or you can always keep that top leg bent. But whatever we're doing, we're pushing and resisting through the bottom leg and squeezing the bottom glute. And draw your navel in towards your back and just breathe. So you're probably feeling that your glute med is really warm and active now, and it might feel really nice to stretch that. So you come to a 90-90 leg position and just reach your chest forward, fold over the bottom leg on a diagonal line so your nose should be going right where your big toe is. And hopefully you washed your feet today. Just take a couple breaths here. And coming on up, switch your legs over to the other side. In a 90-degree angle bend in both legs, pull yourself forward, bring yourself on a diagonal line. And just nice and soft breaths here to relax. So shifting yourself forward, coming into a seated position, moving into some core work, building up the core temp. Get nice and comfy. We'll start here with the knees bent, hands behind you for some V tucks. Legs out in front, knees to chest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, going to 20, 10, halfway there. You know how this goes, so just make sure you're breathing. Even though you're not using your glutes here, still wrap your leg muscles on the backside around the bones, so this way your hip flexors don't end up doing all the work. Extend your legs straight here if you can, just an option. You can always keep them bent. Tuck everything in. Try to compress your belly into your upper thighs as much as you can. Here we're going to go and place the hands down and push and lift into an L sit. Always an option here to keep your feet on the ground. I am today because I haven't worked on these in a while. Hands placed down, L sit. Try to hold for a breath or two. We're aiming for about 5 seconds. Hold, hold, hold. Your quads are going to start to get really tired if they're not already. Hold, hold, hold. I think we could do this a couple more times. Compress and push the hands down, resist the floor. Let's try one more. Extend, straighten your knees. And breathe. Hands down. Push forward, this one's tough. And relax. And roll all the way down to your back for hollow body rocks. Going for 10 counts. Arms up overhead, pull your lower ribs in, squeeze your butt muscles, and rock. Nice and easy. A few more. 3, 2, and 1, and relax. relax. Moving into bicycles, hands behind your head, tuck your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg just like you did in that hollow body rock. Hold the hollow body, knee back in, switch sides, left knee in, straight legs together, knee in, and switch sides. So we're coming into that hollow body position again with a twist in the upper body. See how close you can get your heels towards the floor. Still maintain a lifted upper back away from the floor. Make it your goal to try to get both shoulder blades to levitate away from your mat. Still keeping length in the back of your spine and your neck. And tuck and roll in, release your hip flexors. Around the world, legs straight to the sky. Start small in any direction, making little circles. And just, test that out on the other side. Make sure you have no pain or pinching your lower back or your hip flexors. And then we're going to go a little bit bigger if it suits you. When you get to the top, make sure you tuck and lift your tailbone. The legs around and a little lift at the top. That's 1 and 1, 2. And 2 going the other direction. Lift the tailbone and going for 3. Around, around, and lift at the top and switch directions. 3, and lift. Going for a 4. Around, around, keep squeezing the glutes and lift at the top here. 4 in the other direction. Almost done. Lift at the top and number 5. Around, 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 and lift at the top. And completing 5 on the other side. If you want to make this more challenging, try squeezing a block between your ankles or your feet and try not to drop the block. I'm going to take a little twist here to release the core muscles, making the big capital X. Bring your hand across your body, other arm can be straight up overhead. Squeeze that leg back behind you, so bring your heel back to get the stretch. And rock yourself back up.